Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we got another deals, best off-market mobile home deals. We're pitching every Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST time. So if you're joining us, this call is recorded. It'll be on our YouTube come tomorrow morning, every Wednesday morning. So you can catch the replay. You can send us an email, j@garciamhu.com, and we'll share our inventory sheet with you. That being said, I'm going to jump right on into it. There's a few deals. We reviewed a lot of deals today. We have not uploaded, but a couple of them. We're still doing due diligence on some of them. You got to remember, we do due diligence, check the paperwork, documents, the titles, any liens, tax records. Obviously, if we communicate with the communities, also make sure the lot rents are up to date. We want any deals that are up to par. Okay. Now, granted, the mobile homes need rehab, but that's a given. That's what they're here for. If it were a perfect mobile home, it wouldn't be a deal, most likely. So, all right. But I'm going to jump on. So, I want to start with Gaston. So, and I figured Gaston, South Carolina, that's a hot market. Gaston, I mean, we've done business in Spartanburg, Greenville, Florence, and I mean, hot markets, hot markets. Any investor out of South Carolina, really, and I'm talking about the state that says there is no deals, I don't know what you're looking at. I mean, I don't think you can travel inside of South Carolina for more than a few minutes without seeing a mobile home. And I mean, there's areas where there's more mobile homes than there's houses. Just one of those. I'm not talking about parks, individual parcels, piece of land with individual single wise, double wise. I mean, it's just like house, house, house. Now, not all of them were deals, obviously, but opportunities. You never know. Somebody who is not selling today may be selling tomorrow. And it's all the strategies you got to use. The posting, the branding, the marketing, maybe even door knocking, dropping off a sign nearby. We buy mobile homes. Connect with me. So many ways to connect. But again, deals, opportunities, everything. That's how you got to see it. Okay. But Gaston, South Carolina, I think we had a total of 14, 15 mobile homes available. There is 4 remaining available. I want to go over a couple of them, kind of show you details. And again, as to try to understand why there's such good deals. One, the market, the area. Obviously, that's phenomenal. It's a no-brainer. But number 2 is the actual rehab. There is some very hot markets that I still won't take a mobile home. And the reason behind that is obviously there's something behind the scenes that is still considered more so not the deal. Too much rehab. Maybe there's issues with electrical. Maybe it requires and these city counties a lot of times they are going to get involved with if a home has not had power on for X amount of time, they're going to tell you no. If they say no, then all they're really requiring is for an inspector, an electrician to come in and do a review. They're doing it for good reasons. It's for safety. But what happens is if there's a lot of wires that have been pulled out of the mobile home, if it's been stripped from wires, that's a job. You're talking 2,000 to 4,000 just to replace all that because you got to rewire the entire mobile home. But even so, a lot of electricians will say they don't want to get involved in that, and a lot of electricians will say this does not pass. So you're kind of at a limbo. Well, nobody really wants to do it, but nobody really wants to pass it. You kind of one of those things. So again, different reasons, but that's not the case here. All right, I'm going to turn the camera over now. Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing. If I can find my tabs. I'm working without a mouse, no mouse, but I am on my laptop, so thank goodness for that. Okay. All right, so we spread the spreadsheet. Page number 1, we're still updating. We're putting the deals on there, so glance at it from there. But as always, I always encourage you all to visit this page at least once a day because it does get updated. We don't wait till a certain day to just blast it. Now, granted, we go out and visit in the communities, in the parks, once a week, typically maybe twice. Tuesdays happens to be, so therefore inventory is being sent in, and then admins are put them on the spreadsheet. But again, there's very high possibilities that we are uploading inventory come Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So some of you sitting there waiting. I'll wait until next Tuesday. Deals came and gone, and you didn't even realize. Okay, top right corner, Gaston. Like I said, 4 mobile homes remain there. Milner 19, we're going to go ahead and remove that because that is actually one that we rehabbed ourselves. It's basically sold, even though it's being finished up. We got Chatsworth, we got Bonaire, we got Macon, and like I said, we got a few more areas coming. You see them down here in the bottom. Those are up and coming, so we'll cover on some of those as well. But we are estimated to get a lot more also in Griffin and Milner come next week also. So, and that's going to be opportunities because Some of them are actually already they already have tenants. So they have tenants, but they are now month-to-month rental. So what we're going to be able to do with those is typically, we'll purchase them, invest in them. Any maybe repairs needed, we'll do so, or investor, whoever takes those can do so. But then, the goal is always to convert it into a lease option. So, opportunities. It just depends on which side you're trying to invest coming into. So, all right. Gaston, South Carolina, lot number 4. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Okay. Asking 7,000, ARV 21K with ease. These numbers, we're seeing them easy. Okay. And I mean, hot market. That's what I mean about that. Lot rents, rental rates, ARVs, pay attention to those. But I'm more so right now paying attention to the mobile home in itself. There is nothing as to what I just mentioned a minute ago. All electrics pulled out. Maybe the ceiling is caving in and needs a new roof, all new structure. That's a problem. That's an expense. And you're talking about, depends on the area, here wouldn't be an issue. That would require for a permit. If you are getting insurance, that would be more on insurance. Don't let me scare you. Insurance is still very affordable. But again, different things like that. Okay. Let me see. Outside, my favorite is always metal on metal. If y'all followed our previous calls where I was out reviewing the one single wide that needs to be moved, it has more of that particle exterior, and you see why we don't care for that. That's not the case here. Metal on metal. Let's keep going. Look at this living room. Okay. It already has a couch. How about that? But ceiling checks out, walls check out. Electrical, it's not an issue. Carpet, I mean, I don't like carpet, but when carpet looks this good, I'm not going to remove it. Do not, you don't fix what's not broken. Keep that in mind, okay? So, light, moderate cleanup. That closet has some paint. Those are not holes. It looks like almost stickers they had put on there, maybe kids, I would go ahead and paint that one closet, and I would probably even add accordion doors just to kind of close it off, maybe with some shelves, a little upgrade of. That one bedroom needs some cleanup. It's just trash sitting there. But again, look at the major structure up. You got the ceiling, which means the roof obviously checks out. If that roof leaked, it wouldn't take no time to get into the mobile home. Okay. Last picture, we got one more. Bathroom. No damages. I mean, again, these are some that in all reality, we could send housekeeping into this and be done with it. That's all that it needs. Passing up on deals like this, it's all what you're looking for. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to do one more, and then I want to talk about a couple other ones. This one here does need more work, and when I say more work, I'm also referring to cleanup. If cleanup scares you, mobile home investing ain't for you. I can't get in because there's too many bags. It smells too bad. I think it's something that's dead in there. You're going to have to get over that. I mean, if you can't handle it, send somebody to review it for you. But to pass up on a deal because it smells, I mean, again, if it was perfect, smell like perfect Febreze, I would say then it's probably not a deal for you. I would pressure wash this one immediately. It does have the vinyl-ish sliding, so that's always good. It is an older unit. It is post HUD, by the way. It's 79 model, so it's not 76, which doesn't matter. I would still invest in it. But as you can see, previously vacated, so therefore, stuff still in it. I don't provide appliances, but appliances that are already in a mobile home that we can keep and use because they work, that's always a plus. I'm not going to take a set of appliances that works and toss them out either. It's common sense, guys. Use it. So, all right. Now, this one here, 6,500, 21K, 21K average for 2-bed, 1-bath, typically on this one's here. Now, this community is a little more strict when it comes to storage sheds and that sort of thing. So therefore, anybody thinking I will add an extra addition for another bedroom ain't gonna happen. Not here. Okay. But you got what you need. Last one. I said I was only gonna do one more. Another 2-bed, 1-bath. Metal on metal continues to be my favorite. Those of you just joining, I am working without a mouse. Look at this. 7 years ago, I invested in mobile homes. Many of them I should not invest in, but I had this mentality of an early beginning investor. This is my last deal. There's not going to be any of the deals. I might as well go ahead and get this one. And then another one will show up. I'll go ahead and get this one. The homes that I was investing in, I mean, the floors were entirely shot. Some need multiple electrical rewiring, fixing. Ceilings were caving in. I mean, we have photos of some of my first mobile homes. They didn't look like this. I mean, this is clean up and go. It don't get any better than that. Look at this. Now we do have an investor that is looking at three of them tomorrow morning. We had another investor that took three of them, and then we had another investor that took two of them, and then we had a GMHU student who took one of them. So deals are available. Well, we're going to have more. Columbia, South Carolina is about 30-ish minutes further east. We keep going further east. That's fine. I love South Carolina. All right, zoom out. There we go. And those are going to be available as well. But panel, that's what I like to see. No concerns. All right. Now, another hot area, hot market that we spoke about, and I am kind of shocked that there's still quite a few available, is Bonaire, Georgia. Bonaire, Georgia is down by Byron, Warner Robins, Centerville, above Tipton, that area. Hot market. Hot market. We had, what was it, 9? They came out in Warner Robins, and they lasted a day and a half. Okay, I know we're still doing a few things with the documents, finalizing everything, which is fine. They're good to go and ready. Bonaire is another area that y'all should be checking into. I'm going to go over maybe one or two of those. See, I just go down the list, and I know some we still had to get some photos. So I know we weren't able to, kind of not the best photos, but that's Albany, Bonaire 12. I think we had like a couple exteriors. And we are supposed to visit next week down in this area. So we'll be able to get into the ones we couldn't and obviously take a bit of better photos at that time. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, lot rent only $300 here, asking $7,000 for best offer. This is ARV after repair value, $22K plus rental rate $775. Do the math. If I can get $775, I'm going to go ahead and say $800. If I can get $800 a month minus the lot rent, okay, that leaves me what? $500. Is that a bad payday as a net? Okay, because remember, we're going to do lease options. Insurance is going to be part of the resident, the buyer. Utilities, we don't ever provide that, and I highly encourage none of you. Well, the tenant asked if we would provide the power and we just pay them. That is a absolute not going to work. Okay, but nothing major that this home needs either. It does have one room that needs repairs, but again, we're back to cleanup. 1 bedroom in the back. There we go. That needs repairs. Looks like they started doing the ceiling, which is not the best of job, but that can be fixed, can be repaired. The remaining of the home, I would say 98% of the home is ready. Checks out. Okay. I know it's hard for y'all to see on here on Instagram. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Y'all can check this sheet out anytime. Better slow my wording. It's going to sound. All right. So the one deal we added today, we added a couple. Well, there's one more we got to add to. So let's see. But Macon, Georgia. That's another hot area. Certain areas. You got to be careful with Macon. Macon has become not the most popular. There's more rough areas than they used to be, but they're still very much desirable areas. And where this mobile home is in a community that, yes, it's not huge by any means. It's quiet and it's definitely desirable. Good area, good market numbers. Lot rent $350, rent the rate $725. Remember, if you do lease option, you can always bump up those numbers. 2-bed, 1-bath, asking $4K or best offer. Now, this home does need some work on the inside, but it does have a brand new roof. Brand new roof, vinyl siding is not bad. I don't mind it, but this one here needs a pressure washing. You come in and you pressure wash this thing. This thing looks good as new. Pressure washing would do wonders. You ain't got to paint it. Inside, obviously, where the roof got redone, some of that 2x4s, 2x3s, they were put back in there, but it does need to be put back together. There is quite a bit of sheets of plywood there, material that you can use. I would not use sheets of plywood on the walls. I think that's what their goal was. Don't do that. Okay, maybe particle board, fine. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't like it. I would say for something like this, sheetrock. The price, you can get one sheetrock right now is anywhere from $12 to $14. I mean, even if you need, let's say 20 of them, do the math. That is nothing. That is something that is chalk cheap. Some of you get that. All right. So that's what I got. All right. Let's zoom. There we go. let's go over a couple things. Turn camera, stop sharing back there. Couple of announcements. All right. If any of you does not have our spreadsheet, I think all of you do. I think a lot of you keep asking us the same question. It's like, can I get an updated spreadsheet? There's no updated spreadsheet. It is the same spreadsheet every time until we send an email saying, hey, we've changed. And if we ever change it, it's because we feel like it's being encrypted. Maybe somebody got into it and they're starting to move stuff around. So then we'll change it to a new link. The link that you all have, unless you don't have it, send us an email. It's the same link every time. Every time you open it, you're seeing the latest and greatest because it saves every time. So just stick with the link you already have. All right. Saturday mornings. Saturday morning, we may have a podcast coming up this Saturday. We have a attorney. We haven't had an attorney on here in a while, and there's a lot of questions. Now, he specializes in mobile homes, titles, repos, a lot of interesting stuff. He is going to be coming on. I don't know if we're going to be doing it on maybe a individual podcast and then play it out, or we may just go ahead and have him on a Saturday and he can come in and answer you Instagram some questions. Get your questions ready. He is an attorney, been doing this for many, many years. And like I said, he specializes in mobile home manufacturer titles, repos. I mean, you name it. He's been our great source for us since Connection Seco. Talk about Seco. Okay. So stay tuned for that. If not, Saturday morning, we'll continue as a live check and call. I got some stuff to cover for y'all with y'all. Shipping and receiving when it comes to material. There's a whole new case we're working with. Good stuff. Good stuff. Education is what it is. Okay. Where you fail is where you learn. Somebody said that. Now, but see, it is said that, smart people learn from their mistakes. Geniuses learn from other people's mistakes. That's what I'm trying to deliver this here for y'all, so y'all can learn before you make those mistakes. Seco, SECO, send us an email. If any of y'all have booked using our link, by the way, we were reviewing the database, and I mean, this thing is massive. I mean, I'm only one speaker with many, but we were looking at the whole database, and it seemed like a lot of the people that signed up for it, went through maybe the normal seco.com website, maybe didn't use our links, because a lot of the names are not reflecting. So send us an email if you have joined. I'd love to have you part of our roundtable, part of our speaking event. Obviously, we're going to have a section, GMHU, at the event, and I'd love for you to be part of that if you'd like to be. But if you sign up using our link, send us an email. I want to make sure that you are booked on our side. All right. Free events. So we had an events for land and mobile homes, real estate. Okay. The whole process of step-by-step how to acquire a mobile home on a piece of parcel real estate, how to convert it into real property so that it becomes real estate. We had to change that because zoning, Mr. Bogino was dealing with some planning, zoning, and we are tuned out at this point. Go figure. Part of it, I don't think these things to scare y'all. These are things you will encounter, but it's good. Once you do it one time, you learn. That's a beautiful thing about it. Because we had to change the event. Mr. Bogino said, let's just give the event to the people. Not opposed to that. Let's do it. But if I can be there, all of you can be there, and I will be there. I'll be there bright and early because we're going to be doing a confessions episode before the event action. So we're going to be doing that also. But join us. It's going to be in Ball Ground, Georgia. Send us an email. It is still limited, 20 spots available. I don't know if we're going to do virtual Zoom. We may record it and share it later, but I don't think we're going to do it live. Okay, it's a free event, guys. Come and join us. Be in person. Network. Where you network, that's the whole thing about this. So, but that's what we got going on. So, all right, I got 2 coachings after this back to back, so I'm going to prep for those. Thank you all for joining me. Again, if you joined us late, watch the recap tomorrow morning. GarciaMHU.com, YouTube. We'll see you Saturday morning. Thank you for watching.